Hello, Masters of the Universe fans! I have the Mondo Skeletor figure from Mondo Tees, and oh my god, this guy is awesome. Right off the bat, the packaging comes with this cover that shows Snake Mountain, and I have to say, this is really awesome how they did this. The box alone is really cool for collectors out there that are interested in the 1/6 scale collectible figure. Oh my god, Mondo exclusive. The boxing itself also opens up so that you can see Skeletor if you choose not to take him out of the packaging, but of course, obviously, I am going to do that. There's a little bio on the inside of this as well. It says, mortally wounded in battle with his brother Captain Randor, Keldor turned to his dark arts master Hordak to save his life. Hordak merged Keldor with an extra-dimensional being, changing him forever into Skeletor, overlord of evil. He gathered together many of Eternia's greatest evil warriors on his quest to gain entry into Castle Grayskull and obtain what he believes is the universe's ultimate power source, Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. So I'm not going to go on and on about the packaging. I am excited as hell to open this guy up, so let's go and get to it. And here he is with tons of accessories. Before I get to the figure himself, let me go through the individual pieces that he comes with. First, like the He-Man figure that came before him, he comes with an alternate head that is a bit more traditional in the sense of the Masters Universe sculpt. He comes with several changes of hands because, of course, there's several different hands to be switched out, some of which are fists, which are cool, but I'm probably never going to use them. He comes with his own battle axe, which was shown in the cartoon a couple times, so I'm glad that they did include this. I do have to say that the detail on this is really badass. He comes with not one, but two different swords. Now, this of course is supposed to be much more like the power sword, the other half of the power sword of Grayskull, which I'm glad was included in this. And again, the detail is awesome. Look at the battle skull, the ram at the end of the hilt. That's cool that they included that in this. Of course, the sheath is included as well, as is the alternate Skeletor sword. Also included is the Cosmic Key that was featured in the 1980s Masters Universe live-action movie. We have the little mini relay figure included, which I think is a nice touch for Mondo to include this. But I gotta say, my favorite accessory included in this is the Havoc Staff. Look at this. This really does look like it's a real ram skull attached to this staff. The detail and the size of this is really impressive. It's almost as large as Skeletor himself. Skeletor also has his own cape or cloak that, of course, when I display him, I'm going to have this around him, but I'm going to take it off for review purposes so that you can see exactly what Skeletor is and how his articulation works. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention there is a stand so that you can stand him up and not have to worry about balancing. But let's look at Skeletor himself. Oh my god, I love his skull face. His bone battle harness is really well done, and even though I know this isn't technically a Horde symbol, I like to think that this is still something that was shown in the original toy, that this is something that was still there, showing his allegiance to Hordak. Or former allegiance, whatever you want to say. But hey, look at his belt. You can also see the Havoc Staff skull on it too. Demonic toenails, be careful, they're kind of sharp. Looking at the back, he's still really well detailed and the sculpt is nice. You can see that underneath his flaps, he does have a bit more of the traditional furry underwear thing that a lot of the Masters Universe characters had in the 1980s. His shin guards even have like little staples, or the illusion of little staples holding together the shin guards, which I think that's a nice little added bonus. Like all Masters Universe figures, he is ripped as hell. Look at this 8-pack he has going on. Why, yes, he does get manicures from time to time. I mean, look at these nails. They're really well done. Let's go through the points of articulation that this figure has. He has obviously movement in his head, upper shoulder movement, bicep movement, elbow movement, wrist movement, mid-torso movement, waist movement, upper leg movement, knee movement, and ankle movement. Real quickly, I will show you what he looks like with the alternate head, and I'll show you why I'm not really a big fan of it, but again, it's nice that it was included in there, but here he is. It just kind of seems derpy, kind of weird, but hey, some people may like it this way. For display purposes, I'm probably going to have him use his Havoc Staff in his hand and have the power sword on his back, because this is just more of the way that I envision Skeletor. The only problem is, one of the cons I see is that the hands, the wrists themselves, being that they're interchangeable hands, they come out like super easy. Maybe it's just my figure, but this is something that I wish may have been a bit more tighter, just to hold it in place a bit more. Putting on his cape and putting on the power sword in the back on the stand, I absolutely love this guy. I mean, damn, he came out so beautiful. Quick comparison next to the He-Man figure that came out from Mondo Tees. Again, these guys look like they were born to be mortal enemies, or uncle and nephew, whatever you want to say. Just because she's basically in scale scale. I want to show my She-Ra figure next to him as well. I'm hoping one day we'll get a Hordak. I mean, I hope a She-Ra comes out from Mondo at some point too, but I think a Hordak figure may come out before her, and I think that would be great to add into the mix. Finally, I just want to show a comparison next to some of the baby Skeletors that have come out. You can see the size difference between them from the Classics line to the original 1980s line to the 2000 series. This guy is epic on many scales. So closing remarks, do I think that this version of Skeletor is worth it? Personally, I think he is. I love his sculpt, I love his scale, I love all the detail put into his weapons and armor and his face and body. I mean, I think he's an incredibly well done figure. If you are interested in getting him, he was available on MondoTees.com, or he was also available for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if either of the sites have him available anymore, more likely not at Mondo Tees anymore, but you may be able to find him through a third-party vendor with a slightly inflated price scale. With that, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Although that's not really the noise he made, but still, who's a cute little alien doggy kind of sort of? Relay's cute.